Okay, you are working the project where team members don't look into it. Now, this is not about diversity training or emotional intelligence. It's more about culture, how things are done in a certain culture. So, A is the right option. Okay. Oh, sorry. A is not the right option. C is not the right option. D is not the right option. B is the right option. What has senior project manager done for you? You have been asked your sponsor to make a decision. It has been 4 weeks. So it is not emotional intelligence, although it is emotional intelligence, but it is not emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is one thing, so this is not that thing. Active listening, yes, it is, but this is not exact that part. Political awareness is basically Najib. Political meeting, private, the no. Common political awareness, Asif Saab, is basically who has the power there, how the power is linked. So that is not the part here. So political awareness is not the right answer. Okay, he trained you on culture. You see, many of the CEOs in the world, they actually make decisions like that. They make in the golf course. So that's how the things are done. Culture is how things are done, how things worked into that way. That is your culture, right? So that is the culture here. So this B is the right answer. Understanding the culture can be an important factor in the project management. Next. You have been using WhatsApp for communication, but now WhatsApp does not work in China. What will you update to make sure this does not happen? So what has happened yet you didn't know that? Okay, so PMIS is a communication information system. PMIS stands for Project Management Information System. EF stands for Enterprise Environmental Factors, right? OPS stands for Organizational Process Asset. The question is not asking about uh, like which thing to update. The question is asking what will you update. We will update a document, the document that depict our future projects. Which documents depict future project? Which document depict future project? Arun, the question is not saying first anywhere. Which document depict future projects? That is the only question here. Guys, I continuously say that we need to use 7-step formula, right? We need to use 7-step formula, and 7-step formula says that read the last line, identify the keywords. So which things look for the future projects? OPS and lesson learn register, both, right? But lesson learn is more specific. It is for your project. So D is updated. Whenever there is, you see, in the project, if I talk about the general project, how do we communicate in the project? There is a push communication. Of course, we are pushing the communication, but there is also a pull communication, and then there is a both way communication. Okay, all these three are right. A, B, C are right. So D automatically become the right. D is the right answer. You shared a report with a stakeholder. According to their requirement, you have shared only information that is required by them, not more or less. For example, only that report which needed what we will call this report. Okay, so data is basically the lowest form of the information. This is that type of thing that it has no value, it just got it, you cannot make a decision on this. Information is basically every department make their own information according to that. That's a different thing. Weekly report is nothing. Data get converted into information, information get converted into report, and report is shared. Guys, I'm gonna, in this question we need to escalate it to the sponsor. You cannot make a decision yourself, you need to escalate to the sponsor. A is the right answer. Now this is a very important, it looks like a very easy thing. So I was having discussion with the, like, two students gave their feedback who cleared PMP in the last 2 days, and they have the same thing, agile and communication. merged in a way that you are continuously getting question from that. So we need to know this A is the right option, and we need to eliminate B, C and D. You are working in the project, you have analyzed the sponsor always consult his secretary who has been working. You first shared this with secretary. If he gave comment, you modified it. Now this is called political awareness, understanding where the actual power lies and using that power. Political awareness, not this, not this, not culture, it's a political thing. Okay, you are the project manager. You have people belong to all cultures and customs. In order to make uniformity, you set the language of the team to English where it should be documented. Guys, this is a very interesting part. Normally 4 hours of communications are said, right information, right time to right people, but it is not asking about the right information or right time. It is asking about the ground rules. Like if in the options, let's say there was E option, ground rules, then ground rules will be the right answer. So here we are looking at the real thing where the language is mentioned, which is team charter. Team charter documents the language of the project. So A is the right answer. Interesting. You are a busy project manager. When one of the team members was sharing status with each other, you interrupted them and asked something. Team member said, we have already discussed and agreed to the solution. Now this, you see, this question says which document suggests how the team member should make decision. That is team charter. Okay, not ground rules. Ground rules is basic rules and regulation that team has. What is the answer of this question? Here the right answer is ground rules and not the team charter. I put this question specifically so that you can understand when to be specific and when not to be specific. Okay, when to be specific and when not to be specific. A answer. You are managing a project, 2 members are having conflict. How to handle a problem? They are discussing with each other and trying to find out solution. Now this is such an interesting question, and I feel proud of making it, that this is that question where project manager should not do anything. B is the right answer. Do nothing is the right answer. So we need these conflict management strategies. There is a high probability you will see some of them in your exam. So you need to manage them. You are managing a large pharmaceutical company. The sponsor is always late. You did not talk to him or did not discuss him. It's not accommodating. It's not smoothing. No, Sir Prastab, it's not smoothing. Smoothing is you discuss and delay the conflict. You did not even talk to him, yaar. You did not even talk to him. You avoided the conflict. Sumit, it's not accommodating. It's avoiding the. You did not even ask him. He did not even know that, yaar, that the conflict exists. So C is the right answer.